We're making baking powder biscuits. You will need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Go ahead and mix all that well together, and you'll need 1 stick of butter or half a cup of butter cut into pieces. If you want fluffier biscuits, I've found that lard works best, and you would just do that in pieces as well. If you have a pastry cutter, you can combine the butter or the lard with your flour mixture, and it will be a little bit easier. I do not have a pastry cutter, but I've found that using 2 butter knives and hold them tightly together will get the job done. It just takes a little more effort, but it will work very nicely to get all that blended in. You are looking for a crumbly consistency, whether you're using lard or butter, either one. You're looking for that crumble. Once that's well combined, you will need 1 cup of milk. Excuse me. And you'll go ahead and mix that in. It will be very sticky, but as long as you have all the flour mixed in well, there's no flour remaining in clumps, that will work fine. You'll need a surface that you can spread flour on to work your biscuit dough around. And again, it will be sticky. Don't be concerned if the texture doesn't look quite right. It is going to be sticky. So you'll go ahead and dump that out on your floured surface. And you can put some flour on your hands as well. And you can put flour on top of the biscuit dough. And that will help with the dough sticking to your hands. It will still stick some, but not quite as bad. And you'll need to work that around in the flour until you have a tacky, dry texture. Not quite dry, but it's still got some tackiness to it. I found it takes around 10 to 12 folds, as I'm about to do on the screen. That's 1 fold and 2 folds. You'll need about 10 to 12 of those at least, and you can add more flour if you need to. Again, you're looking for an almost dry texture, but you still want a little bit of tackiness to it. Once you've reached the consistency that you need, you can pat the dough out with your hands. Using your hands will give you a fluffier biscuit, usually. In this video, I did choose to use a rolling pin just for the speed, but you have to be very careful to not press too hard because it will mess with how your biscuits rise later. You'll want to roll those out or pat those out to about a 1-inch thickness. And I've found that I can use my index finger. From the tip of your index finger to the first joint is about 1 inch. So that's how I typically measure my dough when I have to roll it out. Once you have that 1-inch thickness, then you can cut your biscuits of your desired size. I believe I used a 2.5-inch biscuit cutter for this recipe, and that will get me about 1 dozen biscuits. If you need more, you can double this recipe without a problem. For ease of cleanup, I use parchment paper on my baking sheet. So go ahead and cut all your biscuits out and place them on your lined baking sheet. You will have some dough left over. Just repeat all the steps for patting it out and cutting more biscuits until you have no more dough left. And that will be the final step. Go ahead and place those in a 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes or until they're golden brown. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.